Hey everybody, it's Gary here, Dr. Moneybags, and I wanted to take a minute to talk about some of these meme coins. Excuse me. Specifically, Shiba Inu. This is a position that I had kept until recently, and then I dumped it. I just got tired of the lies and the two-faced talk from the dev team. You know, Shaitoshi the shyster, Lucy the loser, Da Vinci the dickhead. I just was done, right? Promising this, promising that, never delivering. And now they're going, oh, we could burn 500 trillion of the SHIB supply tomorrow. And they say that just to get media coverage, whether it's through guys like December DeMarco, who I was just watching, or Matt Perry, or Claybro, or any of the other, Oscar Ramos. And they're not going to do it. They can't do it. They don't have the ability to do it. And, these promises that you're going to become a SHIB millionaire. So I was watching a video that Matt Perry did today. And I really like Matt. Matt's a kind of straightforward guy. He's like Clay. Clay's a little more animated. I like his shows a lot. His chat is very lively. And Matt's chat is, it's very interactive. Matt's plays it a little more straight. December plays a little more straight. Clay likes to have a little more fun. But these three guys are kind of who I watch. They are the ones that appeal to me and how I want to get my crypto news. But Matt did a video today that says you could become a SHIB millionaire with just $10. Now, the title alone is kind of clickbaity. You're not really going to become like a millionaire with US dollar cash. It's what it's saying is if you take 10 US dollars, you can buy 1 million Shiba Inu. And that's what they're getting across. That's the point. Now, the video you see behind me in the screen says Shiba Inu man makes $1.7 million with a $650 investment. Something like this occurred a long time ago, and it's really just giving a what-if scenario. Again, it's kind of clickbaity, but December goes on to explain that, at one point somebody invested $650 and made $1.7 million on SHIB. There's a coin that I talk about quite frequently called Honorarium. And I recently, bought a good chunk of the supply. And when it first went up to where it was 4 zeros and a 1 something, I dropped, about 40 million tokens and made about $400. And basically I made profit and then some. So, I got my money back and then a little profit, not a lot. And I said, I'm just going to sit on the rest. And then, so I was very happy with that. And then there was a couple other coins where I jumped in very early. They shot up like most meme coins do. And I bailed, right? So I bought like a couple trillion. And then I dumped them probably a little later on in the day where I knew they would have peaked. And sure enough, they've dropped off. And I kept enough just to see where they're going. And, they're pretty much dead. So it really kind of came down to what do I consider to be a coin that you're likely going to make money with. And Shiba Inu is not it. Not in this lifetime. Maybe if you're lucky. Now, I'm 52 years old. Some of you that are younger may see it in your lifetime, but I'm not going to see it in mine. SHIB is a bad investment because the dev team has just continued to stumble along, and they really have no business being involved in this, and they're just going to continue to fuck it up to the point. Somebody else needs to take control of Shiba Inu, and these clowns are trying to get more media attention by making things, tomorrow we could just burn 500 trillion SHIB and the price would shoot up. First of all, they don't have the liquidity to burn 500 trillion SHIB. Not going to happen. And all this utility they have promised since August has not come to fruition. Okay, I think Taylor Swift is somebody's like, oh, well, you can buy tickets to my concert with Shiba Inu starting in blah, blah, blah. You know how many Shiba Inu it would take to buy one ticket to a Taylor Swift concert? yeah, you're going to spend $200 in Shiba Inu. You might as well just give Taylor Swift the $200 because the Shiba Inu ain't going to do dick. Again, they're saying, like, if you look at the price predictions, which some of them, people shouldn't even be predicting crypto because it's too unstable. There's no track record to really go off of, even though it's been around for about 15 years. There's no scientific trackable data in order to accurately predict. Now, some stuff you can say, oh, Bitcoin's going to go to the moon. Well, yeah, Bitcoin's going to go to the moon because it was the original crypto. And then Ethereum come along. Ethereum's going to do things because it was kind of like the second crypto. But as far as everything else, like Solana just kind of came out of nowhere. But then if you look at the Solana ecosystem, it's actually a really well put together ecosystem. I own Solana. I own a couple of their meme coins. Are they doing anything? They're doing okay, I did something that Matt Perry did, which is like he made a suggestion, just go on Kraken, put in $100, pick some tokens and forget about it, see what happens. So I did that, and a month later I went back and I'm like, holy shit, I made $130, right? And I just picked stuff randomly. I think there was a couple that he chose that I had selected as well, but for the most part I just went and grabbed a bunch of stuff that I thought might do something. I'm not a crypto expert. I can't sit there. I don't have the free time to sit there and watch the market and learn about every crypto. I have a real job. And my hope is that one of the hundreds of coins that I have is going to someday reach an amount that I'm going to be able to cash out and get at least $5 million. $5 million is my goal, because then I can go tell my boss to go fuck herself and, basically, well, I'm not going to do that. It's kind of unprofessional, but basically just I'm done working, or at least working for the man, which I was, up until recently, I didn't work for the man. I was an individual consultant, but I spent too much time on the road, and I said, I got to get off the road, so that meant going back to work for the man. But I forgot how much working for the man doesn't agree with my, philosophies in how to do business. But regardless of the fact, people need to stop believing in Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is going to get you nowhere. You need to find tokens. If you want to make some real money, there's two ways that I've kind of found, and it's going to be hard. So you either have to play the meme coin game, which is get in on a meme coin, like we'll just talk, say, Baby Elon, the day it launches, and then you got to watch it and ride it up to its what looks like it's going to be a high and hope it drops a couple zeros and then dump it. But you've got to buy enough. So if it starts off with 17 zeros, you better be buying at least, 50 trillion of those tokens. And then when it drops a couple of those zeros, you sell out, you make a couple $100. You convert those couple $100 into Bitcoin from your BNB or your Ethereum so that you can continue to build a Bitcoin. So that's what I'm doing. I'm taking my profits as I make them. Some are good, some suck. I just went through my wallet today and dumped a ton of meme tokens that didn't do dick. They're dead. I mean, they've been flatlined for like a year. And some of them I can't even get rid of because there's just no liquidity left in the pool. Nothing. Not a nickel. So these things just float in my wallet. Basically, they became collector's items, like a Pokemon card. Someday I can compare wallets with somebody else. Well, well, look what I got. I got this token called For the People. For the THE and then PPL. I've got 250,000 of these things because there was only I think there was only a 500 million printed. And guess what they're worth? Jack shit. They went nowhere. But it's a very rare token. Nobody heard of it, didn't really do anything. I caught it the day it launched, and I was able to buy it cheap enough. My problem was I didn't really pay attention to it at the time, and I probably should have because it did rise up, and then it fell down real quick when I looked at the historical data. But the other problem was it also became a honeypot because apparently the creators went in and sucked the liquidity out. And that's what a lot of these, I also have some coins like Sonic and, where they use the Sonic the Hedgehog character, and they're saying it's going to be the fastest one to whatever the market cap. That thing ain't done dick. Wall Street memes hasn't done dick. And Shibarium hasn't done anything. Shibarium has been adding and dropping that fifth zero for over a year. And that coin's just worthless. People need to stop riding the Shiba Inu pipe dream. The only way Shiba Inu is going to do anything is either it gets taken on as the next cryptocurrency, and what fucking country wants to have their money named after a dog? You know what I'm saying? XRP or Cardano make a legitimate digital currency. Shiba Inu does not. But again, there's just no utility to it. But nobody's going to do anything with it because nobody controls it. The person that created it, renounced the contract. The developers can't really do anything other than burn it. And they're not burning it fast enough. And every time they get to where they make some money to burn it, they come up with every excuse not to use the money. And then they hard fork it. And then they add more zeros to the how much is going to be contributed to actually being able to burn it. And it's going to go nowhere. It's a worthless token. Whereas, I've invested into so many, and there's a few tokens that have done okay for me. Vegas Inu, which is VIT, which is a token that December DeMarco has a build in. I put in like $50. If I cashed out today, I'd make $100 on that. I made some money on the Honorarium that I was talking about. And what was the other one? I can't think of the name of it. But I made a couple grand off that coin and escaped. Because I literally, if you go, I have 5 wallets. And there's at least 40 to 50 coins in each wallet. And they're all different. Because I just figured, I'm just going to take a bunch of money, throw it, and see what sticks and what makes me rich. I figured... Here's the thing. Meme coins are like the Powerball lottery. That's exactly what they are. So you invest a few dollars and you roll the dice and hope you don't crap out. You're hoping that one coin... So like the people that made millions off Shiba Inu when it shot up back in 2021, they were doing the same thing that I'm talking about right now. Meme coins are a Powerball Mega Million scenario. You put in a couple bucks, you pray that it's going to do something, and that you're going to be lucky enough to be the one that cashes out. Otherwise, if they don't do anything within a certain amount of time, they've basically have become a digital trading card. Something that you can laugh back at your friends saying, I own Dogecoin or, like Dogecoin. What has Dogecoin done? This thing's been talked about for 2 fucking years, and it ain't done shit. Shiba Inu's done more than Doge. Or Bone. Bone went from $1. I watched Bone. It was up over $1.50. Now it can barely break 75 cents. But these are tokens to me that aren't going to do nothing unless, people really start holding the dev team accountable to make them have utility and value. So my thing is I've kind of switched gears a little bit, and I'm starting to find tokens that I can catch on the day they drop but have a low supply, like this Honorarium. I found one that called CAR, had 666 tokens, and I bought 2 of them. And I don't know what the hell it's doing right now. Because to be honest, it was something I was like, oh, I can catch it. And I was just so happy. I put it in my wallet and I've kind of ignored it. The ones I am kind of focusing on are some of the memes that have been floating around like Bonk and things like that. But, even Bonk's coming out on a dead side. Honorarium hit an all-time high just last week at 2,300 points per coin. It was 402300. Might went a little higher than that, but that's the last time I remember looking at it. And then yesterday it dropped down to 4018. And I believe today, if I change screens real quick, hang on here. Let's see. I know people are probably feeling like, Jesus, are you going to shill for Honorarium? Okay, it's up to 1981. So you see it had a dip, but then it's starting to come back up. And the number of holders are good. It's, the volume hasn't been great, but it's got a market cap of $205,000. Think about this. The guy that created this coin created 11 billion of these coins. He's already burned 600,000 if you look at the number up here. And November 29th is the day it launched. We're about 45 days in. This dude made a business worth $200,000 in 45 days, right? What is he going to do with some of this stuff? Well, he's trying to put together plans. Right now, he's trying to get it listed on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, and they keep denying him, saying social engagement, blah, blah, blah. Really what it is if he'll pay the $5,000 to get him listed, they'll list him, right? But they say they're not going to charge you anything because, oh, well, we'll do this. But really what it comes down to is everybody who has had a coin that tried to get it listed for free gets denied, but the ones that cough up the money, they're there. But let's take a look and see what launched today with BNB, because that's usually what I trade with. Even BNB's up over 300, so that's a good one. So you look at these low price coins. So like here's one, Baby Troll. Excuse me. 17.0. So see, I walk in, buy something like this. I'm going to buy trillions of these, pray it goes up, and then dump at a certain point. Right? So here's ShibaInu. When I saw this, I kind of had a feeling that it just, some of these names, sometimes you can find one where the name is really going to catch. Like Troll was doing really good, but now it's been kind of dying off. But it's done better than some of the other ones. I have Baby Dragon. It says there's $28,000 in liquidity. It's not really done much for me. I might have bought in a little too late. Let's see what else they got here that I have. Like I said, I got 5 wallets, but I buy a lot of these Binance meme coins. I know I have some Prosper, which I don't consider a meme coin. I do have some Pancake Swap. I gotta go through a lot of these windows. I don't want to get too crazy in these, but I have Doge Grok, Grok Earn, Baby BNB, Baby Bonk. I have Baby Bonk. And while it's got $500,000 in liquidity, it really hasn't done much. But I bought this basically at around this price, give or take. Might have been 12 zeros. So it hasn't done enough for me to get rid of it. I bought one called the Epstein token. I can't even get rid of that thing right now. It's absolutely worth 0. Right? That thing just fell off the face of the earth. I like this one. Die Harder was kind of based on the Die Hard franchise. It was, some of these are creative. I mean, you can get into them just for the name, which is fun. I'm trying to see. I have Beam. Beam's been. I have TokenFi. Obviously, I have Dogecoin. I have this CGPT. This thing has been a waste of my time. It's doing okay. I'm not losing money, but I'm not gaining anything out of it. I have the Green Metaverse token. I'm trying to find I might probably just type the friggin' name in or go back to the main page. Hold on. Let's go back to my page. Let's just go look at this wallet. I believe is my Coinbase wallet that I'm connected to. Yes, this is one of my Coinbase wallets. So I have multiple Coinbase wallets, but this is one. So what happened was I was having problems with my MetaMask wallet the one time, and it actually got hacked. It's like people were stealing my Pepe out of it. And I don't know what I did to cause it, but whatever. So I got into a panic, and I created a second Coinbase wallet, and I just started moving stuff over. Based on these, like I have FX1 Sports. This was up a lot last week, and I should have sold out because it was up close to $200 with what I had in inventory, and I didn't, and I was like, I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass now. Like my bonk, I didn't spend $70 to get this bonk, you know. I get it cheap. My Pepe, I think I spent for the 52 million tokens I bought at the time. And Pepe was one of my original investments, you know, along with Shiba Inu and some of those. And, you know, I got hyped up in all the articles of Shiba Inu. Oh my God, I need to get some Shiba Inu. I'm freaking out. I'm like, you know, why can't I buy this on this exchange? And why? Oh my God, I need it, because the articles were just like, oh my God, you're going to become a Shiba millionaire. I got caught up in it so bad because I'm a greedy, materialistic fucker, right? Not only am I a narcissist, but this is what matters to me. See this. I like it of money. as the Italians say, I like it of money. You know? So, which I'm half Italian, so I get to have the fun at making fun of my own people. But, you know, some of these, like T-bone steak bone Shiba swap, I don't even know what the hell that is. These are like these funky airdrops. But Agi Inu, like I have 4 million or 4 trillion of these things, right? I have another 3 trillion in another wallet, and I think together it's worth $24. I don't remember what I paid for it. I didn't keep track. So I am like the worst when it came to this, because when I got in, I kind of just went in blind. But I know that all in, all my investments, I'm not over $1,600. So, and if I cashed out this wallet, my actual Coinbase account, my Kraken account, and one MetaMask alone, I would have about $5,000. If I cashed out what I have in Honorarium alone, I would make $11,000, and the original investment was under $20. Just saying, you know. But AI Floki, I actually bought some more of this today because I was cleaning out some dead tokens, or at least tokens I felt were dead. And I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna. There's that Epstein token, the Obama, Clinton, Biden, pedo island. It's actually called the Epstein token. And when I bought this, I know I lost money on it. But I didn't lose a lot. Like I think I put $5 in, and I'm down what? Oh, excuse me. $3.30. Like this Rats coin. Some of these things are just. I jumped in on the cheap and said, if they do something, like here's one like Pepe Predator. This thing's dead. It is so dead I can't even get rid of it. It's 29 zeros, right? And I have 17 zeros worth. It ain't worth shit. There's not even enough liquidity for me to cash out 25% of it, right? And it is Bitcoin ETF. I got 1,000 of these things. They ain't doing dick. This thing, I think, was a complete rug pull. You know, Bones, you know, there was just a lot of crap in here. 8 Max, you know. These were things that were starting to come up. Now they're worth zero. They have no interest. There's just no value to them anymore. You know, so it is what it is. I mean, I can go to see if I go to the Ethereum chain on this wallet. I have $429. And combined with this wallet, I think I maybe have $185 invested. And the Binance side of it, I've got $362, and I'm telling, I don't even have $100 into this from where I bought the coin. So made a little profit. But again, you notice that Shiba Inu is not in there. It'll never be in there again. It's done. Stop wasting your time on something like Shiba Inu. You know, like for me, I'm not an investor. I know about as much about crypto as I know about rocket science. Well, I probably know more about rocket science. But the coins I know that have done well for me are things like that Honorarium or the Vegas Inu, you know, and some of the more well-known ones like your XRPs and, you know, things like that. Could some of these other tokens like the Mini Grok and Baby Grok and stuff, could they do something? They could. I don't have that much invested in them that they can pretty much sit. And I'll try, you know, I'll give them some time. If they haven't done anything, like if they're not moving past this $1.50, whatever, you know, if they're not making it up to $10, and hopefully there's a liquidity I can get rid of them because I don't know what else to do with them. I have Baby Elon. Let's see what Baby Elon's actually doing. I have this in my MetaMask wallet if I remember correctly. Ooh, this thing is up. But see, you could still buy it cheap enough. There's 10 there's 10 zeros here. And you could actually do really well. Let's disconnect this wallet. Let's go to my MetaMask wallet. Or one of the MetaMask wallets. Is this the one that has baby Elon? Yep, there it is. Worth $30, and I know I didn't put $30 into it. And this Luna has been kind of hanging around. This BTCB, there's my Bitcoin token. This is where when I'm getting rid of all these dead coins, there's some more Honorarium I'm sitting on. Baby Bonk, but then you start seeing things like Floki. Oh, wow, I have $11 in BNB. Oh, that's the Ethereum BNB. For a minute there, I was about to lose my mind. Floki AI bot. These things, Calcium was that token that the Shiba Inu development team was using as a test token, and people ran out and bought it. And I was one of the clowns that did that just to piss them off. Wall Street memes, I know I have over 2 million of these things because they're sitting in... So if I cash that out, because I have them staked, and I believe I have 2.6 million. So if I cashed out, they're worth a penny today, a penny and a half. So what is that? 2.6. So it's $1, 200,000, like $20,000. And I have those stashed on my ledger. Klekai, here's the Shanghai Inu. Here's all the junk. This is the stuff I was getting rid of today. And sometimes when I was trying to get rid of it, I couldn't see all the full number. So I'd hit max, and hopefully it took all the max, and it didn't. Grok Girl, there's one that's just completely worthless. It's worth 8 cents. I know I paid more than 8 cents for that. But, yeah, some of these, when they get moved around... Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry, I'm in a bit of a sleep deficit for the past week. When I bought into XRP and I moved some of these, again, I couldn't read the whole number. Even if I hit max, the whole number didn't transfer over to the ledger. Because, I got very conscientious when MetaMask get in. So while I hold some large positions, like the BNB Dragon here, like I have 3 trillion of these things on here, they're not doing anything enough for me to worry about moving them over. But the stuff that's worth some bucks, like the baby Elon and things like that, I should probably start moving over. The Luna, stuff like that, because that's a pretty big, $70 doesn't sound like a lot, but $70 is $70. Regardless, that's my 2 cents. Hey, you want to collect these meme coins? Think of them as Pokemon cards. That's it. You want to make some serious money, you're going to have to really invest your time into day trading. Grab the coin the minute it launches and get rid of it within a couple hours. Otherwise, you're going to be just sitting on a bunch of garbage like me. So remember, my picks are for meme stuff, Vegas Inu, Honorarium, Paw Swap is the other one. I couldn't think of the name of it, but when I scroll by it, that's another one I have a lot of faith in. And then the stuff, if you get lucky enough, sell it, convert it from, whatever it is into the BNB and the Ether, and then convert that to Bitcoin. Convert it and just build up your Bitcoin holdings, and then before you know it, you might have enough for 1 Bitcoin. And even if you don't, say you have $1,000, but Bitcoin goes up to this $1 million everybody's claiming, you'll have something to show for it when you go to cash out. Anyways, that's it. I might be back with another video in a couple days. I'm not an everyday guy like some of these cats, but if you want to watch some influencers, again, Matt Perry, Clay Bro, definitely Clay's my favorite. December DeMarco. Oscar Ramos is... he's on this, he thinks that we're in a recession right now. We're not. I'm not going to get into it. But he does have some good content on his channel. I'm not going to knock it. But I'm tired of a lot of these influencers go, we're in a recession right now. I'm like, really? Have you been paying attention to the financial markets? We are not in a recession. So, those are guys that some of these guys that are still on that kick, I wouldn't let them give me advice on crypto, let alone ask them to help change a flat tire on a car. because if they can't read the markets, when the NASDAQ is going up, and so is the Dow Jones, you're not in a recession. When you're creating millions and millions of jobs year over year, you're not in a recession. Are interest rates still crazy? Absolutely. You know why they were? Because inflation was going through the friggin' roof. The more you raise interest rates, it helps control inflation. This is Basic Finance 101. Anyways, guys, have a good one. If you like these videos, press the like button, press the subscribe. I am not a monetized channel. I'm not even able to get super chats because I don't have the amount of subscribers. But I want to just give you my honest opinion on a direct, blunt, not play the games like some of these cats do. And I'll tell you exactly my feeling and why I feel this way. And again, to reiterate, Shiba Inu will not make you a millionaire unless you invest hundreds of thousands of dollars and it drops another zero. That's the only way. And you're going to have to invest $1 million to even probably make 50 grand. So take that what you want with it. It's your money. Do what you want. But I'm going to tell you right now, Shiba Inu is pretty much dead. The dev team have killed this token and they're going to continue to kill it. And do you really want to be on the receiving end of losing big money? Got to ask yourself that. Can you afford to lose it? All right. Have a good night.